Hey everybody. Welcome to the episode where I swear I'm not a liar. We're going to get to lithium today. We are 100% this time, guys. For real this time. Mostly because I looked around after the last episode and I didn't have the dinging. Don't think about the dinging. I'm on it, okay? I really am. I looked around after the end of last episode, and I didn't really find much in the way of problems. And if we remember from last episode, our crowning achievement. Now, let's go look at our crowning achievement, because a lot of the things I want to do have to do with it. We reworked mushroom production into sushi belt style. And then you might have heard the magic words, but I'll go over them again a little more clearly this time. We have 120 of these guys going, and they all produce a little more than one mushroom a second. Let's put that little more to a side, and let's just assume we're making 120 a second. How much capacity is on a fast transport belt if everything's fully stacked? It's 120 a second. So we are at the edge of what can be done with a single belt right now. I have a fix on that. This is on the wrong side because of sushi belt dynamics. You see the mushrooms come around here. This is in fact the out belt and the stuff that didn't get used belt. And then all the mushrooms get filtered out right here. But see how as we're trying to put spores on this side, we should be putting the spores on the other side. This is the inside. And we're just going the wrong way. So let's reverse this belt. See if we can keep everything just as it is. And then turn this right around here. You're gonna have to get the news, I think, or else you're going to behave inappropriately. Like you're doing right now. There you go. You're supposed to put 25k and 2.5k. That's right. That's so many mushrooms. So many mushrooms being made right now. And it feels good. Everyone go this way instead. We're all going this way. It's a nice interaction. I like this. Alright, and this just gets picked right up. Picked right up, and you come with me. And then we go the other way. Come on, friends. We're going on an adventure, and that adventure starts by going this way. This is only on one side of the belt, so this needs to be sorted. Like so. And hooked up. Good. Oh, I'm way full on inventory. I got way too many pipes. I got way too much all sorts of stuff. Wonder what the cause of that is. Alright, there. The spores are now being dropped on the in-belt appropriately. I kind of want to put it half and half, you know? To not prejudice anything. Here, let's actually do that. Let's not talk about it. Let's actually do it. You have the same, yeah. And then it'll be a little pulsier, I guess. Which might be a bad thing. Maybe not, though. Maybe that's alright. I don't know. Done. Check. I think we have to double the South Acid Gas Whale. So this is going really well. I mean, it's going very, very well, honestly. This is producing a ton of mushrooms, and they're being taken. If we go check at the other bin, it's not full, but it's being taken. That's all we want. We want all the production taken to where it needs to go. And I believe this item right here is we gotta double this guy. We just need to copy and paste him. That area uses too much material. There you go. And then right there, go. And then hopefully we don't run into a sulfur problem. Because wouldn't that be fun? Alright, so for the moment, I think everything is okay. It's just so many mushrooms. 40k mushrooms. You know what I mean. How are we doing here? This is a danger sign. This says the path you are on is not secure yet. Tread carefully. Alright, so there's going to be a line, which I suppose is what I want. Oh, are we not hooked up here anymore? This is a problem I am catching beforehand. I'm glad I looked at that. Here, let's see if there's any other problems. Yeah, I clipped it and I didn't know it. Huh. Alright, good. Glad I fixed that. Glad we had this talk. And this is all just going to acid gas, and that's sulfuric. And then hopefully this will solve our sulfuric problem. Look at that. That thick line of mushrooms coming out. So if I want to do this again, I probably just need to copy and paste these 3 blocks and put them right there. I'm not opposed to that. I'll do it. Right now, nobody's waiting. We're going to just chill here for a moment. We're just going to watch this and see if anyone gets here before it's time. Oh, what's that? No. What I want more than anything else is to overflow. It'll probably... Oh, it's not going to do it on this cycle anyway. And then where are you going to go? You're going to dump it in the mushroom bin? Alright, that's fine. Alright, we're going to check back on this periodically. There. And that was it. That was it for the actual chores. Now I'd have to do Arqad uplifting, and then I'm actually for real going to do lithium processing. I've had some time to think about how that's going to go. So I will share those thoughts with you when I get there. Alright, Arqad processing. We're going to need some number of Arqad hives. I think that's pretty obvious, right? I have to get rid of some of this stuff, too. Just too full, too much. I wonder why I got this much material in my inventory. Thank you, dinging thing. I wouldn't have remembered the dings if you weren't there. Alright, so we need Arqad. I'm going to have to build a model of this. Arqad. Arqad. I guess, okay, never mind. I am not looking at this correct. Okay, we made the Arqad Mk2. And then this happens, we need the world's most... do we have any filled comb makers? I don't think we do. So we have to have a filled comb maker on site, which means we kind of need a wax maker on site. Alright, let's just grab a bunch of stuff and start roughing this out. We're going to need a casting machine, aren't we? I suppose I could be stealing some of this from the north. Well, you'll see what I mean. It's going to be a big build. Hopefully worth it. I mean, definitely needed at some point. Specifically now. But it's going to be a big build. Alright, so. Let's build a model of what we need. Come here. So, we need... First off, this is going to be a big build. This. Make an Arqad nest, Mk2. And then this goes and it becomes eggs. And this is done on an Ulrich corral? Well, somehow I didn't see that coming. I should probably walk through the rest of it, right, before running off here. Ding, ding, ding. I want Ulrichs. There we go. And that's here. Arqad. We're going to walk through the entire thing. Alright, so, first off, we did this. And then we get this guy. And then we put him into a nest. And that's in... No, we make a nest in a hydrocarbon vent. We didn't go through empty comb yet. Just to be continued. Then we made eggs in an Ulrich corral. We're going to need to bring all this stuff in. Then we got eggs. And then we make maggots in an incubator. It takes a long time for this. Incubator takes heat. But it only takes small temperature heat. I don't know if I want to bring in a whole coal power plant for this. Like how much... Okay, don't think about that for a second. Then we get the maggots. And then we raise them in another hydrocarbon plant. Then we start the cycle over. All right, to support this... What is... So just a burner. You put out, yeah, max temperature 500. That's enough to run everything. And it only puts out 2.5 megawatts. So I could get a couple of those and one of these and go nuts on efficiency modules. And that's how I'll power it. I'll just bring in some wood or something. And then it won't have the footprint of a coal power plant or the infrastructure. That's good. This thing's going to be enormous. It looks like we don't have any burners here. Yeah. But I can just summon them though, right? Like right here. Burner. Filter conflicts with slot? No, they're right here. Oh. Yeah, so there's two of those. Okay. Has that always been that icon? Nah, let's pretend it's true. That's fine. And now we want filled comb. We need this. And there's only a few ways to do it. We could siphon them off of one of the wax makers, which is probably the best way to do it. So let's start that. We're going to start our journey to make more wax by actually removing wax from the system. No, really, it makes sense. So how do we start snatching up some of this stuff? I guess right here. This is going to be really obnoxious, isn't it? Like, literally just right there. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Take that, take that. Why'd I get so much inventory space back there? It's kind of ominous. Okay, so just fill it with filled combs. It's like, just literally do this. And we're just gonna... This is where we're gonna get some. Alright, I guess that's alright. That saves a lot of time and a lot of space. For a short-term debuff on what our actual goal is. Alright, so we're gonna have to get rid of basically all this, right? We're gonna have to put all that stuff back. We don't have to spend any more mutant enzymes here. These mutant enzyme barrels shall be here forevermore. I should honestly take them back and dump them out. But I kind of have too much stuff on me. Yeah, way too much stuff on me at this point. Let's clean this all up then. Got way too much belt. Okay, and now just start picking stuff up until there's nothing left. Are we going to be able to do it? Yes, actually. No, you don't go. And I'll deal with all that, and I'll come back for this. We'll clear space and make it work. No, don't keep track of that guy. We just have maggots. Here, anyone want some maggots? I know you guys do. So there you go. More. Put them all in. Everyone likes maggots. Yummy, nom, maggots. Are we done? Okay, good. And I don't know what we're going to do about the raw coal. Barrels I can chuck in anywhere. There's barreling machines around here, right? Yes. You're a good friend. Have some barrels. The mutant enzymes will go in the mutant enzyme bin. I really should go just put this back because it's kind of precious material. That's time. Coal should be in personal logistics. It'll take care of itself. You need to be different. Like, you need to be brainwashed. Nothing personal. If I don't want to flick this on, because if I do, it'll cause an issue. If I come here, we are full of flowers. All right, that's not what I want to see. So I guess we just make a donation right there. Okay, good. I mean, good with a question mark, but good? Cotton guts are too far. Down here. Okay, now. Now I'm ready to begin. Now I gotta get rid of this coal. All right, we'll take it to the bin. And then we'll be able to rough this thing out. Not here, not here. Is science going again? Someone look for me. And then, like, telepathically tell me about it. No? Should I look into why this is? I know we were dinging. The dinging probably meant something, didn't it? We got the universal religion loss signal flicking on and off. This probably means something I should examine. Pretty sure I knew at one point what that meant. Really? 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 For real? Alright, let's not talk about that then. Why have we lost universal religion? No, we have universal religion. Excuse me. Universal religion is in the world now. Why is the dinging happening? Excuse me. Side quest. That is weird. That is weird. Why does it ding so? For why does the dinger ding? For why does a ding-a-ding-ding, a ring-a-ding-ding, a ding-a-ding-ding-dong, ling-long, something like that. Ah. Where did I put this radar array? I know it was down here in a weird spot. I'm not seeing it. Ring-a-ding-ding, a ling-a-ding-ding-dong. Was it picked up? Oh, it's right here. All right, so we are getting in a red U1. So, okay, so we're blipping on quartz ore. And so when it's blipping on quartz ore, it's losing universal religion. So we can't actually do this. So because it's outputting U. We want to, well, okay. Okay, we're gonna have to rework this, aren't we? Because U is good. This says everything is fine. And so we want to invert that, which I guess we have to do a special inverter. Oh man, I didn't want to do this. We have to do an exception to our plan. And you know, the word exception is Old Latin for failure. So, let's see if we can rig this up. Right here. You have to handle only the U situation, please. Then you're gonna lose that, and you're gonna lose that. Okay. So, when U, universal religion, does not equal 1, I want you to output U. equals 1. And that's it. That is all you're ever doing. And so we'll have an active one here that monitors our belts. And we'll have one here that, I guess, as many of those as we need for active alarming. And lo, the bell tolls for no one. All right. That's probably been like that for a while. I'm probably measurably less sane because of that. But who's going to notice? Like, no one's going to measure that. That's not going to be real. Dilmos. All right, right here. We still can't pick up our stuff. We still want that spot, really. So we got to get creative. We have way too much material. I must have ripped something down. And I just don't remember it. It's like that. And now I should be able to pick this up, right? Okay. Now we're going to look over at mushrooms again. Oh, look at this magic. Go look at other mushrooms. Oh, we are full up on mushrooms right now. And we're full up entirely. So are we making full use of this? We are. And a whale. Oh, success. We have found success, ladies and gentlemen. And we can find the evidence of that. Sulfuric. Yeah, look at that. And we're producing far more than we're consuming for the moment. So that's good. And science is going. Yeah, we're probably still hung up on logi science, if I remember. We're making plenty of logi science. So, good, good, good. And then moss being made. Good. That's the next thing I have to work on. All right, let's uplift some Arqads. All right, so step 1 is probably not the apiary, right? It feels like it kind of has to be this, maybe. Because just look at you, and I want you to make. So you get the nest and you make the eggs. And the nest is made in the apiary. We're going to get the order of events on this all messed up. Yeah, you make the nest, and then the nest goes to eggs. So, okay, it has to be like this then. And this is going to be a very bulky uplift. Here, you're demoted. And then the eggs go into maggots, and that's our incubator setup right here. We have to figure out how we're going to do this. I'm assuming it's going to be like so. And then give me the burny things that take fire and make warm that which is not warm. There we go. There. And so, okay, you can actually be a little more compact. That's nice. And we will, of course, efficiency mod this. There we go. So you're going to only need... You only really need one of these, huh? All right. Well, you're getting 2. And the other one's not going to be running, I suppose. All right, so that will make the maggots. And then the maggots grow up to become bees in another apiary? Question mark? Maybe. And then you become bees. Yeah. Okay. All right, so this is the order. And then some bees go back, and then we just run the cycle. And overall, it's quite profitable, or at least efficient is probably the proper word. Everything in the factory is of great profit. I really don't want this in my inventory, but there's no reason to keep it here. All right, so we're just gonna let this go then, huh? I don't think there's any way... Well, what do we need? Liquid, we need Ulrich food, we need bedding. We need filled combs, we need Ulrichs. Then we need meat and we need Dilmos. Dilmo cubs, actually. We must. The bees like it when their skin is soft. And And Dilmo cubs are from eggs. And I suppose we can run a line, I suppose. I mean, it's right there. And just, but it doesn't give us the meat. I guess we will run a Dilmo cub line. Somehow. But we are, where are we relative to the digestion line? Oh, it's right there. Ooh. All right, so maybe we should be Hing this whole thing. Now, I hate going from left to right, like right to left like this. Feels un-American. This still works. Now, you're going to pull the Dilmo cubs and the meat right off there, and you're going to vent your jerky back onto this belt, so there's no problem there. And then, you just need wood, or you can burn flora. Ooh. It can burn flora. And that's all we need again, hot air. Okay, that's cool. Let's go get hot air in. No problem. And this is going to be a lot more compact and efficient than I was thinking. Like that. Give me hot air. And it kind of feels bad to ask for that much, but we're doing a standard setup. All right, the hot air. Now we're going to need milk. Milk is just around here. We have a milk line, right? Somewhere. We have a venom line. That's different. All right, so we're going to need someone to be on barrel duty here. I bet you can sit right here. And this even does our preferred setup. So like so and like so. And you make empty milk bottles. And then you are just putting in filled milk bottles. Okay, good. Coilex milk, I can port in, but I swear we have a line of it around somewhere, right? It's like casein mixture. No, I need actual Coilex milk. Do we really not just bring it over? Is this the terrible truth that I'm confronting? Milk line goes the other way, huh? Well, we're bringing the milk line over. We're going to need it for other things anyway. All right, so that takes care of this guy. And you're going to need bedding and Ulrich food. So what we'll do here is we'll just put a single caravan in the middle of this. Right here. And you will supply both of these areas. And we're going to have but one attendant for this. I wonder why science isn't going. Does anyone know? Why isn't science going? Sorry, intrusive thought winning again. We have no logi science, but that's being made. So we're just waiting for the hourly delivery, right? Yeah. Eventually this is going to be an hour up, and then he's going to go take that all in, and then we'll get kickstarted again. And universal religion is restored. Sulfuric acid. Cranky along. We haven't filled our buffers yet. We are above consumption rate, which is what more can one want? All right. I think we got a plan here, right? And then you're going to be making eggs. I should send this dinosaur out right now. And you put the eggs on the belt. This is how we get the eggs. Wait a second, am I skipping a step? No, it goes the other way. Excuse me. I'm still thinking in left to right era. Left to right brained. Very Western. Very colonial. And you take nests. All right. And so we end up with... Oh, we do end up with empty combs. That's not what I want. Ugh. I don't really want empty combs in the system. Because then I have waste wax. I mean, I can do it, right? I have the hot air. We can have a waste wax line right here. Wax? Oh no, it's done in a Lovecraft furnace. Which we have some of, question mark. High pressure. Yeah, this can be turned back on. No, we don't. That's very strange. So I can make these on site. I don't want to do that. Oh, there's a wax line like right there. Yeah, melt it down to wax and shove it in there. That's a good idea. Just need a furnace. Then we will wire this all together. And we will have a working machine, hopefully. Here, let's trade some stuff. I need that. I don't need these anymore. I don't need any more hydrocarbon apiaries. I don't need the casting machine anymore. And I probably don't need a lot of this stuff, but I'm stuck in my ways, so... And we have ready to drop. Everything is going well. Everything is going very well right now. All I have to do is get wax back up, and there'll be no problems whatsoever for moving the factory forward. I should have gotten some barrels while I was over there. Anyway, we need to throw down a Lovecraft furnace. Where are you lurking? Because I know I just picked you up. Why do I have exactly that much? Oh, is that because I'm asking for filters? No. I don't know. I wish I could see what was directly in front of my face. Then you make wax. Yeah. There you go. All right, and so that requires hot air, what we have, and it produces wax, what we want. So we'll just hook that up right here. And then... Oh, this is... Oh, that's tragic. Tragic. All right. Oh, this hurts. All right, we're going to do this then. We're going to move it all over one. We're going to use stack inserters because it's they're clearly the best tool for the job. And it's not dictated by geometry whatsoever. No, clearly the best tool for the job. Yeah, and that's wax overflow. Yeah, perfect. This is perfect. All right, you go there. And like, obviously you're only taking filled combs. I don't know if I don't have to do this, but I'm gonna... No, you're taking empty combs, excuse me. I'm making everything worse. All right, I should program this dinosaur. So, notepad, come here. What we need is to figure out what we need. We need Ulrichs. We need filled combs. So we need 2 Ulrich, 5 filled comb. There's going to be some multiplier between these two. And then well, I guess not, because this makes one nest, excuse me. See, one nest right here, and then this eats one nest. So we can keep the ratios completely. 2 bedding, 1 Ulrich food. Those poor ponies. All right, so that means our number is 10. It's exactly 10. Beautiful. Yeah. So that's going to go and be 300. So 600 here. 500 there. 1500 there. 600 there. 300 there. Mr. Dinosaur, where are you? You have a job, good sir. You got to be dinosaur hungry, and you have to go fetch things. I guess you go fetch filled combs first, since it is a true specialty item. Load items, filled comb. And I forgot to get the icons for bedding and stuff, but whatever. Then we need Ulrich's food, and bedding. So bedding is next. Oh, we're overflowing on bedding. Isn't that wonderful too? It really is. And then you are 600. And then Ulrich and Ulrich food. Animals. Ulrich's. There was the Ulrich food. It's got a pony on it. A happy pony. Only in my experience, the ponies are never, ever happy. And do we actually put them in this bin? We do. They want to stay in the bin. They don't want to go anywhere. They're not hurting anyone in the bin. They're safe in the bin. Well, time to meet the world. Circuit condition. Parador equals go. And then unload 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and then go fetch. Ulrich food and bedding. Doing this in a very sloppy way, but yeah, whatever. And then 300 and 600. All right, you are ready. Go and do this wonderful work. Off you go. All right, so now I just have to program this and then bedding, then Ulrich food. Food. All right, that's good enough. All right, so this will then put you and you there and you and you there. We'll power it with this magic stick I have. It's a magic stick. All right, so that'll fill up this and that. And this is our out for our waste product number 1. Should hook up hot air, right? Make a hot air rail that goes all the way to here, and they're connected. And then hook it up to the fluid we need. Oh, I suppose. Oh, I guess we're in this spot now. Oh, and we're gonna power it off Flora. This is fantastic. I mean, yeah, we're going to do an actual stack and stir. There we go. And it's going to keep up. I suppose we didn't need an actual stack and stir. Okay, good. And it's heating up, and you're heating up. Good. All right, so the eggs. We'll make it here, and then we have that and that and that. We need to get some milk barrels, and we need to get some barrels. Milk barrels are made at the cheese area, which is right over here. We have a machine that makes them. Now we need a few. And then barrels, we have to go to the barrel pile. Or we should have, well, I suppose we can debate the merits of keeping a stack of barrels on me. It would help in exactly this circumstance, but how often am I in this exact circumstance? I am not sure. But I do know that this is fine. Then I have to run a milk line over. Here, where's my magic stick? Obey the magic stick. I need you to take barrels. No, I need to take milk barrels. Right there. Where's the barrel come in? I think I didn't need them, and I just kind of got them for some reason. Well, that's unfortunate. Where's my milk line? I wonder what possessed me to do that. What misapprehension commanded my spirit in that day. Oh, well, this goes. See, look. It doesn't consume a line. How very good of me to anticipate what I would be doing. Then we have to bring over a Dilmo cub line. That shouldn't be hard. Possibly it should be illegal, but not difficult. Sir, what are you doing with that Dilmo cub? And you can't say anything. You just gotta run. There's nothing good can come of that conversation. There we go. All right, so that's coming in, that's coming in. You're gonna get that. This just needs to be staffed and the magic Arqad put in. We're gonna put you in right now. So that's coming. You're waddling along. That's all taken care of. And then the eggs get put in here. I think maybe this is the slow step. Because this produces 0.04 eggs a second. This eats half that much. So, well, no. Because this isn't even staffed. No, 0.2 and 0.04. But it's, yeah, this is going to be the slow step right here. And then you make the maggots. There's no real way to speed it up with what I'm doing anyway. And so you get the maggots coming over here. And it's just going to go like this. Bang, bang. Is there anything else? No, there is nothing else. There is nothing else. And then you get meat, which you will grab from the belt that is just right here, as if I planned any of this. And then we need to get access to Dilmo cubs. And if I pull them off right here, not only will it be most efficient, these are the ones that aren't used. Dilmo cub. No, cub. No, and I'm not collecting them. This is because apparently I'm still somewhat of a good person. Yeah, we're not collecting Dilmo cubs, only adult Dilmos. Alright, so we're going to go over here. And we're going to come across. Oh, there's already one hiding there. And we're going to just kind of walk ourselves over. And we're going to run into a little bit of an issue right here. That we are going to, I guess, jink up for. And then over again. Oh, there was a copy and paste error here. Now we will cross the street with our Dilmo cubs. Hoping no one asks, hey you, what are you doing with that Dilmo cub? Is if they hear, I'm going to go visit my aunt, who's a bee. You will be under arrest. How are you misting? Why is my magic stick not supplying power right there? Alright, there you go. And you need a special out. We need 2 outs, actually. You are jerky out. And I should probably throttle this a little bit. Because now we have to do a thing, right? Because now we go all the way back. And this is where I figure out, well, we're going to do this for right now, even though I don't know if this is just very tidy right here. So I take my magic stick. And then right here, again, the magic stick. Then you are out Arqad. Complicated build. And then we're going to measure, we're going to do a point measure right here. Read and hold. Maybe we should hold on all belt. I don't know. We're definitely holding right there. And then you are going to be enabled and disabled. Enabled. Arqad. Equals 0. So, no, I want you going when Arqad is greater than 2. Arqad Mk2. So that means there's a buildup on that point right there. If there's a buildup right there, then start taking. And then this is our Arqad bin. And then these guys are used for just genetic engineering, huh? No, not even that. This is a dead end. It is an evolutionary dead end. Okay, got it. And then we need one more. We're going to use green wire for this. We're going to take the green wire over here. And so I only want you taking meat. Enable when Arqad Mk2 is less than 40 and 100, so 3,000. That's quite a lot of bees. All right, let's go get some Ulrichs. Let's go get some bees. Half a stack of you, and that's still too many. And then bees we have to pick up with our bare hands. The amount of times the engineer had to have been stung. All right, so Ulrichs, good. Arqads, good. Arqads, good. Where are you? What are you doing? Oh, they're double big. Well, you're going to be imbalanced then. I didn't... that's terrible. It means that the number was actually 12. And this is all off. Like, substantially wrong. Well. What can you do? I mean, what can you do except correct it and do it properly? But, like, it's not really what can I do, what am I going to do? And the answer is, of course, not that. See, I'm being overfilled on this because of the oculas. Kind of annoying, honestly. Why is no one giving me grenades? Or energy drink? Concerned noises. Ah, we're here. All right, good. There we go. We're burning our one Arqad Mk2. And we're just going to hang around and watch this, I think. Go glance at other things. Just going to make our first nest. Pity I don't have like passive prod on this or something. And then we're going to have our one nest right here. And this is going to go. And this takes like 25 seconds. And then we will just let this go to the end of the episode. And then we'll distribute our new magic bees to the way. There we go. In you go. The Ulrichs are having a great time playing with their new... Oh, they're not. They're really not. And then we have the slow step here, unfortunately. This goes at... Yeah, this is the mega slow step. I mean, I guess it doesn't actually matter much, huh? Wonder why it needs 9, but they're produced in lots of 5. What? Oh, it's not putting it in because of just overloaded. And this works at a solid 2, so this takes a full 50 seconds, whereas this takes much less than that. Yeah, we need like, to keep it up properly, we need like 2 of those. But I think when you get right down to it, I don't actually care. And there you go. That's how we got here today. And at the end, I realized I didn't actually care. There's half the maggots we needed. And can I have the rest of them, please? Okay, tick over. And then we're going to go do lithium, for real. Here, we're going to actually tick this off right now. Finish Arqad uplifting, done. And this is like the end of the chore list. And I'm not paying attention to anything else. There, are we running? No. Why? Oh, it's 4 and 4. Okay, it needs to go one more time. Okay, please go one more time. And then it makes a whole bunch of buzzy little boys. And then one full cycle, and it makes a lot of them. It's not like there's only a few or only a chance of making another one. No, we pump these suckers out. which I would hope for having a install like this as opposed to everything else. All right, here. You just stay right there for a second. Just putting these Arqads away. All right, we done? Arqad Mk2s. How many are we going to get? That's going to be very important. Check the number. It's going to flash for a microsecond. It's like 6? No, it looked like 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a pretty good result. And then these guys are loaded up, and now they're stuck here. So this should be triggered, and then you are on. Yeah. Okay, so now the next line will go in here, and they're ready to distribute. And it's just going to fill this box, right? Wait a second. How high do you stack? 50? All right, so this is never actually going to get there. So we're going to do 1,000 instead. All right. Excellent. We have achieved some amount of success. So let's go and help these Ulrichs laugh. They have an express line to laughter. You're welcome. Oh, you have to go into the fun pod first. There you go. Kind of concerning, but also kind of not. All right, notepad dismissed. You'll be back in a moment, though. I mean, literally in about 20 seconds here. Alarm going off. All right, this is happening. Is this legit? Are we, in fact, legitimate? We are. Bio-ore is off. Why is bio-ore off? Vinyl acetate, and that's because we don't have enough... Should I look at moss right now and just not go do... Oh, yeah, this is all related. It's like we need iron for this. We need advanced casting, and that's wax. So let's just let that languish for right now. Ah, look. While our back was turned, science started again. Let's reward it by ignoring it still further. So what we need now is to get rid of our excess bounty. And now we have to go through everything we need for lithium processing. So notepad, return. We need lithium. We're doing all this. So if I remember correctly, we start here and we need chem plant. Well, I'm not going to build as big because we're never going to get so much Timmy silicate, but let's leave that thought alone for right now. And then we need a mixer. Yeah, mixer. Yeah, mixer. And then we go over here, and then we need chem plant. So this is chem plant times 2. And then that goes into analyte, which is electrolyzer. Great. And then we start going through the R's. We need filter. Then we need filter times 2. Then we need evap. Then we need mixer times 2. And then we start crashing it out. And so now we get chemical plant times 3. Probably not finishing this today. Then we have chemical plant times 4. And then we need electrolyzer times 2. And we need a chemical plant times 5. Okay, and then we're still not done because we need to get neobate. Neobate. U, the cube. All right, so this is hydroxide right here. And we make lithium chloride. Is lithium chloride actually a product? Yeah, because it's used in volumetric energy capacitor. Soon. All right, so we need to make lithium chloride, and that's another mixer. And then we make neobate. And that is, we need helium. And we don't have huge amounts of that. This is pretty expensive, isn't it? And then it's a high pressure furnace. Impeach furnace. All right, so those are the machines we need. Let's pick up a bunch of them and then go make a model, right? We're gonna need 2 of you. I just know that. I suspect we're gonna need more filters, but I'm not gonna bring more. I also kind of suspect we're not gonna need that many. All right, so now electrolyzers. Those are right there. Evaps. Do I have an evap? Got plenty of evaps. Got way too many evaps. Lovecraft furnace. We're sitting on those. Good. All right, so check. Okay, let's go build a model. Did I just see power? No, I did not. Ooh, that's so... I guess we have to build still more, huh? Maybe I wait until I see a brownout first, and then deploy these. But they're doing me no... Here, let's look behind us. Let's look back. And it feels good to look back. And there's no point deploying these guys here because the slow step is this guy. Why aren't you going? Can't vent empty comb. Used comb. Oh, there's a difference. Ah! Then there, I bet you there's no returning used comb from whence it came. Right? There's no just getting rid of it. I suppose I could biomass it, I suppose. We want... Oh, man, that's... It's not used. It really should be used to be in line with everything else. And you can't even biomass it. I suppose I could take all of these up here somehow. And we have... Are you a comb maker? No. Where do we make our combs? Right here? And so just shove them on this line right here. Where's that going? That's going to make wax. Okay. So we got to get it onto... Oh, man. It was too tidy to be true. That really sucks. Because I liked how this worked, and I like how it really fit the size. Only wasn't to be. So what I want is you to take empty comb and you to be an empty comb specialist. And then we're going to figure out what we're doing with this. I looked back. You should never look back. So we have to get it onto this belt, I believe. Yeah. So, I don't know. This is just going to be a wandering maze. So, let's just do that, huh? There you go. Now you're going again. Good thing I looked back, question mark. Bad thing I looked back, exclamation point. This is just going to wander around, trying to get through this however it can. Well, that doesn't work at all. We need to be right there. So I guess we do this, huh? And we just pretend that this was always the plan. At this point, we have gotten very, very good at let's pretend. We are maxed level delusionists. We are able to take rational beliefs and completely shred them to be replaced with weird emotional nonsense. All right, what we got here? So we want to tie in here. And I want you to be enabled when empty comb. I want these to be used with preference. So what is this setup? Right here. You're putting this on when less than 500. You're gonna... Don't take me away. Less than 700. There you go. So you're gonna be on even when the other one was non. Ah, okay. Okay. Yeah, things will work themselves out, I believe. Clap for Tink. I want to get rid of barrels. I want to put the empty combs in your hand. Okay. Are we better now? That's going. This is going. We're accumulating. All I have to do is wait. Okay, good. Let's go build a lithium model and then get started with it. So all the way... Didn't I leave a whole bunch of belts in a box somewhere? I don't think I want to think about that. So we are going to extend our normal system. We are going to approach this normally. We're going to start with all you. Our normal system being deployed. Look how normal we are. Look how usual this is. So good. You're all hooked up, and that's good. And we're never ever going to use this because there's no such thing as overflow niobate waste. It just isn't a thing. And this is never going to be real. Because we're never going to have a direct line of antimony silicate. Excuse me, not niobate. Niobate comes along much later. Alright, so we're a bit of an island here, aren't we? It's time to join the rest of the gang. There. If we go and look, okay, that's good. That's less good. It's a warning for future generations. All right, so we're going to have the niobate come in here. Not niobate, the timisilicate. And we're probably not even doing a structure like this. Let's build a model. I guess we're going to build it right here, huh? So we start with chemical plant, if I remember correctly. And you are going to do hot solution, salt solution. This is terrifying. And then we go into a mixer, if I recall. And I want to see hot solution, please. Okay, hot solution. Then it's mother liquor. And mother liquor is chemical plant electrolyzer. So another chem plant, please. Mother liquor, and then an electrolyzer. Right there. And that gets us anode light. The liquid anode, the anode fluid in a phosphoric battery cell. All right, I suppose. And then you go into R1, which is filter, and then something else, right? Filter, mixer, I think. So R1, R2, then R2 goes into evap, mixer. It was close. Evap, then finally a mixer. Okay, here's our model. And then we... I dislike this. And then after that, we start making product. I think product goes in here. We start making lithium carbonate, right? And some of this stuff, we have to start flagging how much of this stuff goes out for export, because it's not zero. Okay, R4 goes into carbonate. And then mother liquor, and then some mother liquor, and then carbonate goes into hydroxide, and that's also in a chemical plant. So throw you down. Then chemical plant, right? And then after this, we have other things. Here, let's go look at, again, we want lithium. So we get the carbonate, we make the hydroxide, then we need plate and peroxide, and that's chemical plant and electrolyzer. Electrolyzer and then another chem plant. That's peroxide. Peroxide? Lithium peroxide. And then we have our advanced products. I wonder why we're down at 20. Are we out of vat brains? That would make sense, wouldn't it? Yeah, that would directly account for that. Anyway, that's lithium. Then lithium right there. And then we get the blue cube. That's a mixer for chloride and then a Lovecraft furnace. And this is what we're doing. Mixer for chloride. There we go. And a Lovecraft furnace right there. And we have a lot of stuff to do. This is not getting done today. Niobate. There we are. I wonder why it's niobate when they're adding boron. Oh, niobium. Right there. Got it. It has to be done in a non-reactive atmosphere. Oh, good. This can be prodded. All right. So we have this entire tower. We have 2 questions we have to answer. 3 questions we have to answer, I think. What scale do we build this? What do we export? And where do we draw the line on having everything go full speed? Probably right here, I think. And then we spread the hydroxide and everything else. But anyway, let's take first off, let's try to gather our exports. Salt solution is only used in this. Great. Hot solution is only used internally here. Great. Not an export. Analyte. Oh, it is used in the good Mk2 recipe. This is actually a good recipe. I think. 4 barrels in, 4 barrels out. Maybe it doesn't matter. You're losing mother liquor, but you're getting solutions? Oh, I don't know. God, the Silmic. We're just going to pretend analyte is only used internally, all right? Then mother liquor, of course, only used internally. Except also in the Silmic recipes. It's like, no, don't look at any of that. It's weird. All right, so that's internal. And then analyte goes to R1. R1 is, again, only internal. R2. It's all just only internal and Silmicden stuff. And the Silmicden stuff is too weird to think about. That's the problem. Then R3, only used here in Silmicden recipes. And then R4. R4 is used in making the big beacon. All right, so R4 solution export. That's going to be biofluid, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah, it is. And then in barrels, again, it comes back right there. Don't think about that. All right, so moving on, this makes lithium carbonate. Lithium carbonate is totally internal, so that's good to see. Lithium hydroxide is used elsewhere. So lithium hydroxide, great. 2,000 slaked lime. Come on, dude. At least it makes a lot of it. And it produces limestone, which I kind of need. So the uncoated container. Ouch. Ouch. So lithium hydroxide gets exported. And then we have these three other chemicals. So peroxide is exported. Lithium peroxide, you're exported, and we're not going to talk about that right now. Lithium metal is exported. Lithium plate. And then I don't know if anything else has to happen right here. We make control rods now. That's nice. Lithium chloride. Lithium chloride. And then lastly, lithium niobate. And that's used in very important things coming up. I could probably do this on site right here, but I don't have it researched yet. Lithium niobate nanoparticles. That should be done right here because industrial diamond isn't that far away. I think it's like two blocks over. I should really consider that. And then make a lignin maker right here and then immediately turn into dielectric layer. So that way lithium niobate won't, well, it has to be. Okay, never mind. Might as well do it in the factory because there's no point in keeping all the manufacturing here. I'll consider it though later. All right, so we have our exports. Now we have to go through ratios. This produces 10 a second of, well, first off, how much are we theoretically making of silicate right here? Theoretically, we are making 2 a second. Okay. So if we look around, why are we not going? What is our problem? No ethanol. Ooh. No ethanol? Question mark. So if we're making this at 2 a second, then we need 20 of these. And we're not doing that. So maybe we scale for 10, and that's already probably too many. Okay, let's look at relative ratios then. Relative ratios. So right here, this produces 10 a second. And then this eats 10 a second and spits out 10 a second. Beautiful. And this is... So we're going to need half as many chemical plants here. And then there's something that weird happens. Because we don't need that much mother liquor. Eventually mother liquor builds up. And then we need more hot solution. So this is, right here, this step, don't look at it. This is not real. It absorbs resources until we reach a certain pressure of mother liquor. And then at that point, it doesn't matter at all. Why are chemical plants pollution positive? It's -1 a minute. That's weird and probably inaccurate. So the mother liquor will come back. So there's 20 mother liquor in every analyte. And then analyte goes all the way up to R2, and it's just 20 in, 20 out. 20 in, 20 out, 20 in, 20 out, 20 in, 20 out. And then right here, it's 20 out, and then the mother liquor comes back. And so if we go back up, yeah, the mother liquor just passes through. We don't have to think about it. Okay, got it. So we're only looking at analyte for scaling. So skip this, don't think about it. Here is 10 in, 10 out, and then at the analyte stage, it's 20 in, 20 out. So we need half as many of these as we do up here. So if we do 10, 10, here, let's just write this down. Salt solution times 10, hot solution times 10, mother liquor, liquor, question marks, just whatever, it doesn't matter. Analyte times 5. All right. And then we should be able to proceed through these steps really fast because this is just 20 in, 20 out, 20 out, 20 in, 20 out, 21. So it's R1 through R4 times 5 each. And then we hit this, and it's again 20 in, 20 out. So it's 20 of lithium carbonate. No, 5 lithium carbonate. Lithium carbonate times 5. And can be prodded? No, not at this step. At this step, yes. This is where things get wacky. So this produces 0.2 of the carbonate, and this eats 0.2 of the carbonate. So by right, we probably need more of these, because we're going to prod the snot out of it, if only to get the most out of our coated container. Maybe just one row. And we're just gonna, this is gonna be where the beacons go. Already overbuilt. All right, so at hydroxide, hydroxide times 5, we're just gonna put that down for right there. And then this is where we draw the line, because hydroxide is used here, hydroxide is used here, hydroxide is used here. And then by proxy, hydroxide is used here. So we just produce the hydroxide. Maybe we do this times 10 to account for the proddiness of it. And then everything else is just one row. Okay. Okay, that makes sense to me. That's proper sizing, and it's where the cutoff is. So we've answered our questions. So it's going to be 10, 10, probably just one row, then 5, a whole bunch of 5s, and then a 10, and then we do whatever. And then here is going to be our exports. All right, we have a plan. Thank you very much. Let's go. Oh, we almost hit. Oh, and it fell off. Oh, man. That's no good. Are we dinging? Oh. I don't hear dings. Oh, the signal's gone. Now we're out of Logi Science again. So if we go and look at universal religion right here, everything's running. You're all running. What are you waiting for? Animal sample? I suppose that's fine that it's backed up there. Let's go pay a visit to the wasp's nest. We probably are a little ahead of schedule for this, because I think we need something like 20 times 16. Well, maybe. We might have 300. We might have 400 in there now. Let's go take a look. Go see how many bees are in the bee bin. No, it's not enough. Why are we stopped? We are not stopped. We're just chugging along. And this looks like it's recovering, kinda. Maybe not entirely recovering. We need more wax, and this is the first step towards more wax. We'll have to watch it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that was exactly enough for upgrading all these guys. All right, so we're gonna let that tick for a moment while I go put these guys back. Then we'll observe how we have disturbed the equilibrium of the place. It's so nice. So nice. Ah, game's so nice sometimes. And we can't get rid of these Arqads anymore? Really? Maybe I should put better ones here, too. Once I have the ability. Alright, let's just keep these bees in our inventory to remind us of who we are. Then, are we overwhelming this? Alright, let's get an example. Right here, we are making 0.55 filled combs a second. And down here, we are making 1.7. We have doubled the filled comb production in this area. So the question is, are we overwhelming this? We 100% are. Oh, we're already speed moduled. We can add red ones right here, and that's fine. But we're already speed moduled here. Ooh. Ooh. Then you have to be 4, I suppose? I mean, it's going faster now. So right here we're going at 248% speed. And it's like doubled. So I doubled all these guys. And that's what we kind of need to succeed at this point. So hopefully that works. Now these are backing up. And I have a solution for this problem as well. Mk2s, I have in my pockets Lovecraft furnaces. There we go. Better, right? And now, oh, you can't be prodded, even though that would be nice. No. Alright, so that's now, we're now working our way through all of this. And these guys just got straight doubled by virtue of, oh, do you need help loading? There you go, friend. There, you will never be lacking for load again. There, and now this guy's struggling for lack of input. So good. We should have added 50% more wax production right here. Let's go take a look at that. Wax. We were cruising along at 18k a minute. Now we had a little bump, so don't look at that. Now that we reach a steady state. Why so low here? This is just a bit more, but it has dips. That's better. It's more in line with what I want. Well, anyway, we're not done here. Not at all. We're going to let more bees come into the system, and then we're going to do this again before the episode's over. Probably should have done it all at once to get that, that impact. Just watch that jerk up. Know we've done a good job. But I didn't do that. And then soon enough, we're going to have to deal with whales, no moss somehow. So a lot of this doesn't need to exist. We're only ever going to have one line going out. That's not this line. I declare it's going to be that. Okay, like this. Okay. Good. And this is going to be our only line out. And we have to put down 10 of these guys. We're going to have to go get a lot more of these by the time we're done. Alright, according to our model, we are now making salt. Salt solution. It cannot be prodded. So we're going to have to go get geothermal water. Just one. Hey, look, right there. Geothermal water. And are you going to be a problem? No, you're not going to be. Oh, it has to be taken, though. Ooh. Ooh. Can I just go and steal it? Do they create a lot of pollution? Will they come rip it down eventually? Dare I? Dare I? Or I'm going to try it and see what happens. So we need 10 of these happy boys. And that's obviously just doing this, right? And this is what we're doing somehow. And then, obviously, material in it. Oh, and the plutonium out. It's a pure waste product. And right here for beacon space, more than anything else. Like so, I guess. And then we really don't need this, but I'm so very, very much committed to the bit at this point. I can't possibly say no to the stack inserter. It must be. All right, so good, and that's how that gets out. And we'll do the exact same thing right here. Now this kind of has to be the exact opposite thing, huh? All right, so like that. And then we have to get out the solid waste material. What is this? It's very seldom do we make this stuff. I really should just hold it on and dissolve it or something. I don't know. But I'm going to try to get it over to uranium processing anyway. So you're going to come over here, and then we're going to get a belt going, and we're going to go this way. Actually, no. We're going to move over right here. See, uranium processing is right there, so it's not like it's going to be a enormous burden to get this 280 to where it has to go. But it is going to be funny. Okay, and then all you just go right there. Please and thank you. And then we just need a whole wall of power poles. And I will have a unit. Huzzah. Just kind of plug in. And good. All right, so do I even have a place to put Timmy silicate? Where does it go once it's made? I'm pretty sure I did set this up once upon a day, but I don't recall. Why are we stopped again? No ethanol? Oh, right there. It's next to the magnets. All right, a whale. Probably don't have to be a whale, but you're being a whale. I want you to go to the boxes and to find... Don't look at that. Don't think about that. Whole bunch of Timmy silicate. I want you to come here, and I want you to empty that cargo. Here you go. Do it. And then you'll come down right here and in. Great job. Fantastic work. And we kind of want to line this up correctly, right? It starts usually a couple tiles over this. So we should move them all. We should move this over like 2 or 3 more tiles. So like this. To make it even and beautiful. Just like that. It's close enough. Okay, so I just kind of have to proliferate this, yeah? So all these things come with me. And you get slammed down right there. And then all that's left is this. I'm not sure how to communicate this. Well, it's oh, you need to be inverted. H, 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 H. There, good, right? No, not good. Why not good? H, 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 H. Why not good? Why not good? Oh, it's because it just doesn't have a pair. Oh, I see. It's never going to be good. All right, so suppose I hook it up like that. And that's how it has to happen. Then this is the problem child right here. So we can't do that. Yeah, this is a problem, isn't it? I guess we do this, and we just hope we never need to use this space for beacons. Even though that's exactly where I would put a beacon if I was doing this. Oh, man. Sucktown. I can make it work, though. So, right there. And then we hook it in. Then we come around right here. And we're definitely not putting beacons down here because it would be much more efficient to put them in the middle. Right? Right. There. Okay, this is all hooked up now. And that's all hooked up now. This is all one happy group. We want to take that off. This is not all one happy group. And it has to be put on a rail right here. Okay, good. We'll handle the byproduct. And then we'll move on. And this is the name of the game. Okay, all hooked up, all hooked up. This is in fact hook up. And I should probably go and get the geothermal plant. Just throw it down now, see what happens. If it causes me problems, I'm going to have to go on the warpath, quite literally. And defend my vent. Maybe I can... Here. Let's say you're a little close. Still a little close, friends. All of you are a little close. So let's just light these guys up. You know, you're just a little in the wrong place. It's not your fault. You could have been different, but you made bad choices, like being a bug. All right, so we have very shiny plutonium, and we have to get it here. We have to get it specifically onto this line, which is completely full. God help us. Let's go. Hope I don't run out of belt. I want to go look at the bees again. I like looking at the bees. Should check out wax again. But I should really just keep building, right? That's what needs to be done right now. Focusing on the past will just distract me from my glorious future. But I really want to look at the bees. What good is having a factory if one never appreciates it? Is it enough to know the factory exists in some way? Out there, happy, is that enough? Do I have to see it? I think the answer is yes. Yes, I do have to see it. So we'll take a look at that in a second. So here we have some waste, overflow, plutonium isotopes. And I want you to input priority from this side, and we want to make sure we're on the right side of the belt, so like that. And I've got some burning rocks in my pocket. Okay. This is sort of working. So I feel like we've taken the first step. Let's head in, get a geothermal plant, and then look at the bees again, because that's what we like to do. Geothermal plants. Did I not? I hear the ding. The horrible, horrible ding. Ding-a-ding-dang, a-ling-a-lang, ling-long. Right there? Is that you? No, no, no. I do not see you. Geothermal plant. Is that you? Yes, okay. And now I will go get more gastrocapacitors. And I will go look at the bees. Isn't this just such a tease? Just such a tease. There we go. And yeah, building up just fine. Everything's good. Everything is good. Everything is all right. That's a lot of eggs. And this is the bottleneck. And this is going just fine. Everything's going fine. Don't look at it. Don't think about it. Close your eyes and keep building. I have, what, a half hour left in this episode? It's enough to get a couple more tiers down. We've done most... I'm going to have to go get more chemical plants. There. The material has arrived. We're going to process it. We're going to have to go kind of sneak over here. Hopefully no one's going to notice. It's a red building. It looks like that. Great. Thank you. And then you need pressurized water. Easy enough, I say. Give me a pressure pump. I said, give me a pressure pump. I'm going to put it right there and give me water. I want you to make pressurized water. I want you to make water. And we will toss down a windmill to keep it all running. There you go. We don't need too much of this stuff. I mean, we need hardly any of it when you get right down to it. I don't like seeing these bug corpses. I guess I called some of this to myself. If they knock it down, I will start expanding on this side. You know? There's no need to get all excited right now, but I'm also planning their demise. So hopefully they're cognizant of that and they keep their mandibles off that which is not theirs. Or they get turned into floating eye abominations just to bring me things. Okay, we have materials in, we have waste product out, we can move on. It's time for mixer land, right? So we need 10 mixers. So let's just take a look at what we're doing here. I think you're just a liquid transformation, aren't you? pt1s, you go to hot solution. Hot solution, oh, we're going to need materials in. And Mbic. Are you sure you're not used anywhere else? All right, so time to bring down the biofluid. Don't I have a Mbic line? How much Mbic do you use? Not a whole lot of Mbic, but what else are you used for? Could have sworn I brought more over. Tin, titanium, yes. Tin, yes. Hot solution. We're going to start off by using this on biofluid and see what happens. We're going to do this right here. Nope, nothing I care about. Bring me Mbic. And if I need to draw a line all the way over here, but I kind of don't think I'm going to have to with the Age of Huzu, you know? All right, so we're going to have to bring in 2 solids. Give me this. Your position is right here. I mean, like, probably right there, honestly, but we're going to make it work. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll do our standard out, you know? Everyone knows what's going to happen here. So push you over, push you over, push you over, push you over. All right. So, and we only need 10 of these. So this isn't a terrible lineup as it is. So bang, 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 bang. And you are going to be getting zinc chloride. You're going to be getting tributyl phosphate. Come back to me. Okay, there we go. And then we're going to have our materials in, and we're going to get Mbic in. And it has to be like this, I think. Yep. Like, no, yeah, like that. All right, so what we're going to do is going to be a central line through here. That comes up and you attach to hot solution. No, this is hot solution out. So you're going to be like so. In fact, you're going to be like so, like so. There. And that'll hook up. And then this is where the beacon goes. One day. Why is this one not aligned? And then right here, I guess it just has to do this then, right? Yeah. And then we do the same thing over here. And we connect up the pipes again. Bad news is I've solved this puzzle many times since. Like I'm just running the playbook right now. Which is a little unfortunate. This one's going to have to go down too. So it's going to be a little bottom heavy. Alright, like that, like that, like that, like that. Then we find our level. And we have to shove 10 of these in, and that's not going to be hard at all. You're in, you're in, you're in, you're in. Alright. Great. Then that's all it needs. Okay, so we have our unit. So I guess we need to bring in our whale now. And so it's zinc chloride and tetrabutyl phosphate in a 1 to 2 ratio. So where does tetrabutyl phosphate go when it grows up? It gets dumped right in the middle of everything. And then zinc chloride. Do we have a... No, we still... Okay, we fixed the zinc chloride problem. That's nice. So it's 100, 100. So it's 6,000, 3,000. Are we happy with this? Are we pleased? I mean... Yeah. Yeah, we are. Yeah, this is fine. And then these two lines are the same. Oh, there, tech happened. Nice. We gotta invoke that at some point. Because dingrits are made in a very poor fashion now. Very slow fashion. And I think upgrading this is probably a really good idea. I'll take a look at it though. Actually, let's take a look at it now. Dingrit. Dingrit. We're doing level 1. And each pup is... Oh, we're going to have to bring in Utoya low leaves for next level. So this is just food and bed. And it's slow. And it has a wide variance. So 2/3 of the pups survive. And then this next level right here. We need Utoya low leaves, which is unfortunate. And probably also Yadals. I don't like seeing 2 new things in. At least it's the same amount of seeds. And then 2 to 7. Wait, what is this? Wait, what? Wait, what? 1 to 7 dingrit. Oh, this is horrid. So this makes, on average, 4 pups. On average, it makes 4 pups. Or we can get to the next level and look right here. And this makes... on average, 4.5 pups for adding in a bunch of leaves and Yadals. Oh, why are the recipes so bad? Why are these recipes so bad? I mean, it's probably a little faster, but I almost certainly want to do... Okay, well, check this. At this point, you put in 5, you get out 4 on average. So this is 80% survival. So this is an extra 20% survival, and it's faster. So this recipe is worth it. This recipe is hot trash. Yeah, it's just bad. It should probably be 2 to 10 at very least. I mean, at least. This is bad. Yeah, no good. With the one to raise it, the pups to maturity, that one is worthwhile. Okay, so I'll go implement that eventually, but it needs you toy leaves. So I'm pretty sure I have to get over myself and just click this button, because I need this badly. Here. We're going to put this on our list too. Implement better dingrits. Implement better Yatoi. Yatoi allo uplift. And that's going to take 1 billion modules. Just literally 1 billion. Oh, it requires... Okay, we can do this. We can definitely do this now. We have a facility ready to do exactly this. It's very expensive, but after we've done rolling and we have our initial fruit, we need 1 fruit for 3 seeds, and we need 5 seeds to proceed. So we need 2 fruits. This is going to be a lot of material. Not looking forward to that. And then it's liquid nitrogen, and the nitrogen goes away. It doesn't even come back. You freeze the fruit to get the seeds out, I guess. And then get 2 Yatoi low. And then each one of those makes more fruit. Plus, leaves, which we just biomass. Okay. We need so many of these things. So many of them. All right. Well, this is queued up. We're going to do this. And hopefully these recipes are better. Here, let's judge these too. We definitely want the better modules on this for, obvious reasons. But right now, in order to get Yatoi low, you throw in some rocks and it gives you fruit. And you throw in some rocks, just limestone, sand, and a seed, and you get some plants. But here you throw in ash on that and a lot of fertilizer. Don't we get the upgrade soon that makes fertilizer here? I think we'll probably want to do that. And that makes 3 times as much Yatoi low and faster. This is a good recipe. This only makes 4. This makes 12. This is actually good. It is more expensive, but it's more expensive for a good reason. This is a recipe to use. Meanwhile, over in Fruitland is you throw a bunch of rocks in a bowl, you get some fruit. Here you throw a bunch of rocks and some fertilizer, and it gives you 12. How do I feel about that? From 5 to 12? I guess. It's a lot faster. I'm a little more wary on this for the fruit. For the fertilizer cost. But then soon we get this, and there's the thing where it just makes fertilizer for you all day long. Looking forward to that. Anyway, research this for me. What was I doing? I was setting this up, and we're probably going to finish this city block, and then we're going to peace out. And we're just going to do this, and then trim off this. Right? Oh, no, don't trim quite that. Probably going to get through to Mother Liquor, and then we're going to stop. And that's easily jumpable. I suppose I can pull it all back in just a little bit. Right there. Just boom, and it's there. All right, so what we need now is to program a whale. I think that's exactly what I was doing when I got distracted. I want you to go get zinc chloride. Way over here in the stacks. Zinc chloride is in the stack right around here. Load items until caravan has zinc chloride 6,000. Then T-butyl phosphate right there. Load items, T-butyl phosphate. Great. And then you come here, you wait for your circuit condition, which is of course comparador equals go, and then you unload, and then after that you unload. 1, 2, 6,000, 3,000. Have a whale snack. Be on your way. Great, and that's properly regulated. 1, 2. That's properly regulated. Okay, this area almost set up is I have to get the salt solution in. There, salt solution is now in. Kind of concerned this not being here quite yet. But instead we just do this. It's a lot more elegant. Alright, so that's salt solution coming in. I should probably just round out this block, then go do some miscellaneous other chores. Alright, so we've done stage 1 and stage 2, and now it's time for stage U. Mother liquor time, and that's like right here. Like it literally doesn't matter how many of these I have, it's gonna build up, and then it's gonna be done. So it's just 5. This is what the world is telling me. It's just a carrier fluid. Okay, let's make really sure about that, right? Alright, so mother liquor. Here, okay, look again. Lithium. Let's make super sure I'm correct on this. Mother liquor comes out of hot solution. And then mother liquor is only used in making analyte. And 100 mother liquor goes into 100 analyte, and then the analyte is transformed 100% into R4 solution. And then it dumps out into 100% mother liquor. So yes. And we'll just observe that again. 20 mother liquor in, 20 out, 100% out as A, 100% out as R1, 100% out as R2, 100% out as R3, 100% out as R4, and then back to M. So it's just is a straight line pass through. Okay, great. We need to go get chromium. And I guess we're just using a caravan for this, especially since it's not going to be permanent, you know? I mean, permanent, yes, but super important, no. So what we'll do is this. All right, like that. And then around. Then around. Okay, good. And this is how we're going to do it. And you are going to bring in chrome. That's going to be super simple like this, right? Because chrome is super simple. Right? And then we're going to get in the hot solution. And it'll come in from the back. And then... kind of doing this wrong, right? So H, 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 and H. So you come in from the center. Like that. You guys come down like this. The analyte will go over like that, right? I'm just assuming this is correct. Hopefully it works out. Did we reverse polarity here? We did. You gotta go all the way down there. Okay, better, kinda. We're gonna have to move the hands in order to put in beacons, but we're not gonna have to put in beacons because of how this place works. Yeah. And then right here. And that hooks you all together. And then we just have to find a place to tie in. And that shall be right here. All right, so this is how we get our initial quantity of mother liquor. And what we have to do then is buffer it correctly. So we need a tank right here. And you have to underflow in. Underflow less than 5. All right, good. And that's where we get the mother liquor in. And that's in, out. And now all we have to do is get chrome, and we're done. And probably done with the episode, right? No, not you. There we go. We need a caravan, please? No, you need a different life. You need to scuttle all the way over to go and get chrome. Fill cargo. Come here. Empty cargo. And give me all your food. There you go. Off you go. And so that's how the chrome will get in. There is all of that material coming over. Fantastic. And I think we're done for the day on this. There's definitely much more to do, but it's not going to be done now. And then click. Yeah. And if we look, little dips, little non-threatening dips. All right, that's nice. The lack of vat brains is less nice, but Mabik is here. Oh, we never hooked this up. We were so concerned, and then we just never did it. I mean, okay. Maybe I wasn't quite that concerned. There we go. That is creating a truly inspiring wall here. Let's just do that for right now. All right, we have Mabik, we have everything, we're ready to make hot solution. This is all ready, all you need is the material in. All right, so we've done this entire block. Not a great result on the day, but we also did a bunch of planning and a bunch of other stuff. Let's go distribute bees, and then I'll do a recap. And tomorrow we will probably if I just put my nose to it, I'll get all the way through Lithium. Maybe not with all the products, because there's a lot of weird stuff in there. A lot of stuff that requires fiddly attention. It's not super simple. Yeah, everyone's coming with me. So let's go get ourselves some more bees. And then all these guys have to be upgraded as well. Right there, right there. This is a good way to round it off. Having accomplished a major goal. And then I need Lovecraft furnaces. Right there. Bang, 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 and bang. And if I recall, as I recall, this is needed. Right here. Thank you. And that, please. Okay, good. Just making bitumen. Actually making quite a lot of bitumen. Look at this. There's quite a lot. We're going to let this percolate for a little bit. I'm going to go to the queen makers at the Arqad area. You must have the finest attendance, my ladies. And that should definitively tip this entire stack in favor of stability. Like, we have no queens right now. Are we actually out of queens? I think we are. I think we're ever so slightly queen negative based on production. But now that this is going, it should be queen positive again. It's having no practical effect because the only thing that comes out of this is Arqad Venom, and we're full up on that. But it's something to notice. So please take those back. And then take these. Oh, we can't even get rid of the rest of the bees. Well, you guys are going to the laughter factories. Enjoy. Ha ha, I say. Ha. I think that might be all of it. Wax. We look at wait a second. This is not looking good at all. 17K wax. in the last hour, in the before times. And then we're up to 18K. What is this? I wonder if we're suffering from an input shortage. No, we're buzzing. No, we're not. Empty comb. Why don't you have empty comb? Oh. These guys need some help. Okay, that makes a lot of sense, actually. There. Now you guys go. And that's almost double. Yeah, it's just going to burn through all that. Okay, so it was an input shortage. It's kind of weird. That strongly implies that we were right on the edge of everything. Here, let's do some math. This is producing... I guess it's just going to be it's like 9.5 a second. And these eat... Yeah. So we should be just enough to keep over all of this if they're going 24/7. And it looks like they are. So... I guess we pretend everything's okay. Glad we looked, right? The important thing is to look. The important thing is to care. This is going just fine. It's just flowing through, making bitumen. Beautiful. And this one never encountered a problem. Alright, so let's just assume everything is okay. And let's just wrap up. And this will help the wax situation, which will in turn turn on advanced sand casting again, which will then put sticks back on the field, which will then turn into all sorts of stones, which will then make it so this is... Oh, wait, why are we stopped? Yeah, all sorts of stones will start up again. And then we can turn our attention back to moss, which is where we started this wondrous journey. But that's for tomorrow. For right now, let's do a recap. Right now, everything's fine. So, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Zoom in, zoom in. And then we take a screenshot. All right. What did we do today, ladies and gentlemen? Well, we finally started on lithium for one. Look at this. The first of the lithium block is down, and we made a model. The model's off screen. And we're just going to go all the way down with this as much as possible, making all of the lithium products and all of the exports. We determined that just this amount of... Timmy silicate right here is enough to fuel a gigantic tower. I thought I was going to have a couple of these. I think maybe not. This is making, like, just at this rate right here, which I think is probably gratuitous for what I need. This will only process half of what's being produced over here. So I don't know if what I'm doing is good or bad, but I'm definitely doing something. In other news, we got our Arqad uplifter fully up and running, and we have replaced all of the bees in the wax maker and in the queen makers, and we should be making double wax in a minute here. That's pretty excellent news. And I don't know if we did anything in particular after that. Yeah, I can't remember. Those were definitely the major things. There's a bunch of minor stuff we did. But the factory's going well. Science is intermittent at the moment because that's as we're addressing the wax bottleneck. We already addressed the sulfuric acid bottleneck. The mushroom maker is working really well. So I'm glad I took the time yesterday and rebuilt that. So, and we haven't had a brownout at all since I installed the accumulators. So everything is kind of great right now. Right, I'm done. Talk to you all later. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye.